What's up, everyone? This is the Demo Team Podcast. We're here with Hiragana. Did I say that correctly?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Phonetic, awesome. I love it. Do you want to give us a quick introduction to all three of y'all real quick? Tell us what y'all do in the band.
Sure. I'm Sebastian Abzet. I do vocals. I sing and scream.
Right on.
I'm Stephen Perrin. I play lead guitar and some rhythm guitar for Hiragana.
I'm Tyler Thompson. I play rhythm guitar.
All right.
Awesome, guys.
We would have a bass player and drummer, but they got like a dentist appointment and the other dude's working. So,
hey, we support the healthy gums of.
Oh yeah, you gotta floss. It's very important. I floss all the time.
You know, they don't tell you this, but teeth are very important to the band setting. You know, you need your teeth.
Dude, oh yeah.
Chip Skylark would have never made it so far if it wasn't for the Chinese teeth.
It's very true. And him.
Chip Skylark, America's dream boat. You know, we all want to just aspire to be just like a modicum of just his talent, and I feel like with him, got the greatest.
I'll never personally be on that vocal level, but I try. You know, I mean, I'm gonna reach
his show at the Dimsdome is like classic, man. Dude, can't ever beat that.
Yeah. Sold out show. You know it was a sold out show.
Oh, for sure.
What every band strives to do is just at least get half the audience that Chip Skylark can bring, you know?
Dude,
pretty much.
I don't think there was like one dude in that besides like Timmy Turner.
Icky Vicky. Ooh.
That guy had like nothing but bangers. He had a couple, didn't he?
Yeah,
really? Yeah. I mean,
I think that Dimmadome show was like he was dropping shiny teeth in me, and it just went insane.
So
this is some rich
how far away are y'all from Dimsdale? Would y'all say where are y'all located? Approximate to Dimsdale?
Probably 8.
Did they even like specify a state that was in? God. We're
just
in
guess. Just guess.
Gotta be by, you know, it feels like it.
Yeah, we're from Michigan though, from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Well, I live in New York, but most of the band's from Grand Rapids.
I think Dimsdone's probably in a warmer climate, to be honest, but
yeah, like Florida or something maybe.
Maybe a little farther north. I don't think it's on the beach.
Like Kentucky.
Virginia.
That's good. Virginia.
Illinois. Virginia kind of works, I think.
Yeah, Illinois actually, that sounds right.
Really? All right.
There was like a city right there, wasn't there?
I don't know. I mean,
so far into like the fucking Odd Parents lore.
Wait, yeah. Which one? What was the town that Jimmy Neutron was in? Because that's supposed to be Dallas, where I'm from.
What the?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm keeping my Nicktoons lore is not up to speed.
Because he was the guy. All right, so the guy who made Jimmy Neutron, he was this guy. His kids I know's parents' roommate in college.
Dude, fun fact.
In Dallas, and so
that's crazy. I didn't.
Town. Why can't I think of that town?
I think one thing we should just get out in the open, since we're at the start of this interview here. How did you guys come up with that name, Hiragana?
I think that was me, wasn't it?
I don't even know. It was either you or me.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was just going through and I was just like, I really like modern like metalcore and gent and like invent anime and stuff like that came to mind, or like Ocean's 8 Alaska. So I was like looking up like Japanese terms and stuff, and we got another local band here, Sleepwaker, and they used a lot of Japanese symbolism, and I took some inspiration from that because I was just like, that's a really cool concept for like metalcore bands and stuff. It's just to, based off that culture, and a lot of that personally, like I love anime and stuff like that. I got this whole half sleeve that's all anime, and it's been my whole life in the Japanese.
The background.
And to find something that was related to that.
Yeah, but I think actually what it really translates to is like it's like a foreign language translated into like our language would be called like a hiragana. or
Well,
something.
my understanding when I was looking it through, I mean, like, I don't know because we don't speak Japanese, obviously, but it was like at the end of the day, it's about the simplicity. And there's like, I don't know, I felt like there's a duality there with the simplicity and the name, just saying it. It's just like,
Yeah.
there's a message there.
Hell yeah,
All right.
dude. It's always good to like
It's
strive
really
with.
good to change our name from Moondrip because it got taken while we waited too long to make a song. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened. That's how the name happened.
Well,
That's cool.
I like Hiragana. I think it worked out pretty well for y'all. So
Thank you.
A lot of good marketing to go with that too. You never know
oh
what
yeah,
people. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. So
people love an anime shirt for sure.
Definitely.
oh, yeah.
I think that's like your next shirt idea, like the Hiragana with like Hiragana in Japanese underneath it.
Yeah, I had an idea actually for like a 8-bit like thing, like video game base I was working on, where we have like a skull that's like 8-bit out with the Hiragana logo, all 8-bit in the back. It's like 2 swords that are reminiscent of like the Master Sword.
Nice.
That's going deep.
All right.
Got big ideas for a cool band name. I like that. So
Yeah.
like, how did this all come together? Like, how did you like? Who was it like a Craigslist ad, and you guys all found each other, or you guys just part of the local scene, and you saw you guys and decided to make a band? How
Did
does
y'all
that
go to middle school together and like know
go?
y'all were gonna?
So Tyler and I have like deep history. Like I think the first time I ever met Tyler, he was like 12 years old.
Yeah,
And
that's pretty young.
Okay.
I was like in like my high school band that was just absolutely trash, and he was just kind of looking up to us, and then he became a badass musician himself. And then he joined another band that we were in, or you actually joined the band before me, didn't you? But we were in the
I
band
don't know.
at the Albatross. I don't know if you guys ever
From what? What was it?
Fire said the Albatross.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that no longer a band?
But what was that?
Is Fire Said the Albatross no longer a band?
No, they are still a band.
Okay.
But that's neither here nor there. This isn't an advertisement for them.
Oh, well, I mean,
they're fine. They're good dudes, and
they
Tyler and I used to be in that band together.
all right, because they mentioned they name dropped us in their rap song. So
Oh, Caleb, that's funny.
yeah.
What do you say?
We love Caleb. Caleb is fucking great, and we love
All
James.
right.
Those dudes are
Small
cool.
worlds, right?
We were in that band for like 7 years or something like that. It was a long ass time, and then we didn't do anything for a while, and then I just like my wife bought me some recording equipment for like my birthday like 3 years ago or something like that now, or 2 years ago. And I basically, Tyler was like making statuses on the book talking about wanting to make songs or something like that. So I just messaged him and was like, bro, I just got some recording shit. We should fucking do a thing. And one thing led to another, and he came over and we started making music. We got our other friend involved, and then somewhere down the line we met Steve, which is that beautiful bearded fellow right there. And he's just an absolute guitar legend in the making. He's just ridiculous. And then that pretty much led us to our bass player and drummer. He kind of just knew them, and it kind of everything just fell together, and we made an EP in like 3 months.
Nice.
All right. And it's a great EP, by the way.
Thank
Very
you.
solid.
It was very rushed. It was like we just got together and just had to get music out essentially, like right now for some reason. So it was definitely very rushed. We're proud of it, but the next show even better.
I mean, like
Yeah.
I actually really like the music that was on there. So like I don't think y'all should talk it down at all. Y'all should be proud of that EP.
Thank
I mean, if you can get like a burst of creativity and launch it out like that, I mean, I only look forward to something that has more of like a focused lens and more time taken. Like if that's what you guys can do at like turbo speed, I wonder what you can do with a meticulous hand. That's crazy.
That's exactly pretty much all I'm trying to say. I don't want to talk down on it because I am very proud of that shit. Like each of those songs like have a deep meaning for me lyrically and stuff like that. After not making music for like 3 years, I got to put like all of my feelings and shit down finally, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But yeah, no, like just some more thought out shit by some really talented musicians. They're all good as fuck.
Hell yeah. That's crazy. And I was watching your guys's I think it was the Evergreen guitar playthrough, and it looked cold as fuck outside. Like that was a cool little playthrough right there.
Dude, that was in my backyard.
That was a challenge.
Oh man, it was for some. Steve wanted. Why did you want to be in t-shirts? I think he just like saw other guitar playthrough videos in the snow, and they were wearing t-shirts too, and he was like, "Let's fucking run that." Shit.
Ultimate flex.
I mean, I remember when I used to play violin, my violin teacher would be like, you should go run around the block a few times and go back, go play your instrument. If you can still play it well, that means you're really good. I mean, that means you're really, you got the song down basically, because your heart's like beating stuff and like you're kind of exhausted. So like, I kind of think it's kind of similar being out in the elements, playing your instrument and things like that. So.
Well, I don't even know how many times we had to like shoot that whole song of them like playing it. You know what I mean? Like it was probably seriously was like 8 times, and I was out there in like my full blown winter coat, and so was the dude filming, and then they're in t-shirts playing this shit. I'm just like holding the speaker, and as soon as they would be done playing, they would like fucking book it into my house, and they would warm up for like 15 minutes, and then they'd do it again, and it was like it was like 8 times probably.
Awesome. It's like some Dragon Ball Z like training type, like becoming the ultimate musicians using the elements.
You got to master the elements, become the avatar.
Right. We go hard for this shit.
That's good.
I was about to, sorry to cut you off. I was gonna say between all the back and forth we had, what we were doing was like one take of the song. We were coming back, and eventually Steve, when we were getting closer to the end of the day, he wanted to do 2 at a time, and you can even see in the video where Sebastian's going around like egging us on to try and keep playing through like another take while we're out in the cold. I'm like, fuck you, Sebastian. It's not funny.
Steve told us all except for Tyler that he wanted to run 2 at the very end because Nick was like, we got at least 2 more to do, and Boyo was pretty much done. We call Tyler Boyo, but Boyo was pretty much fucking done. He was absolutely just shaking at this point, and Nick told us that we had to do 2 more times, and Steve was like, let's just fucking go out there and do it. Don't even tell Boyo, just start the song right over again as soon as the fun was over, and we fucking did that. And he's like, you motherfuckers. I think he like audibly said that or something, but yeah, it was a fun time. I didn't have to do anything. I was warm and just hold the speaker, but I had to
getting
Yeah, I mean,
frostbite.
that's important too, holding the speaker.
Yeah, I mean,
Very important job. It's paramount.
do my best for my boys.
All cool.
Yeah, so cool thing we did recently, we just played with Chelsea Grin in Grand Rapids Stash. That was neat.
That's very cool.
Filth and Kanashi, I think.
All right. We like Kanashi here.
Yeah, that band's pretty fucking sweet. I got a poster for my friend from them. It was pretty cool. Yeah, and Chelsea Grin absolutely fucking killed it too.
Oh, I mean, it's Chelsea Grand, so.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's very cool. I mean, have y'all like played shows like that before, or like?
So the way it kind of works around here is like, they don't really accept locals at our like main venue that all these bands come through. Like it used to be different. Like when I was in high school, I played the same venue like a bunch of times with a shittier band, much shittier band. But I would play with like, I don't even know, we played like Slaves or like, like big bands when I was in high school, but now they don't like have any local bands essentially at all anymore there. And it was like a Tuesday that Chelsea Grin was playing there, and it was like 6 days beforehand, the dude made a status and was like, we need a local band for this night. And we just kind of hopped to and got the show. And then we ended up selling like a third of the tickets too, which was awesome. And especially for like a Tuesday. So it was pretty packed, and we played a great set, and everyone else played a great set. It was awesome.
Yeah, that sounds like a great time. Yeah. Gotta hop on those opportunities when they come for sure.
Right, because some other band definitely was gonna end up doing it if we didn't,
So like, were y'all just like first to like comment or whatever, like message, like when y'all saw the post, or like?
Dude, my wife actually like texted me a screenshot of that dude's status, right? And then I like messaged our
Immediately.
group chat, and it was like it was gonna work, and then it was not gonna work, and then fucking Steve took a point at a job or whatever, and then we fucking played the show.
Oh yeah. So what was that like show day like? Were you like nervous? Was you excited?
Dude, it was weird. Like I like pretty much don't get nervous to play shows at all anymore. But I was I was nervous as fuck. I was real anxious the entire day. I like worked, and then like immediately after work went home, took a shower, and left to go play the show. So like I was just like anxious as shit all day. I don't know about these dudes.
I would say it wasn't a big deal for me really. I'm kind of used to like larger crowds and stuff. I played in a project right before this where I was playing bass called Lam Vital, and we were like opening up for Bill Murray like one of the time, stuff like that. And it's a larger crowd. You get used to it for sure.
Cool, dude.
I wasn't that nervous that much. It just something about the energy and the expectation that was required there. It was just kind of a little settling for me.
Oh, that's cool. It's like you rode with the hype, basically.
Yeah.
Rose to the occasion.
Training in those winter the winter, playing those guitar players toughened you up. And
Exactly.
What is nerves of steel?
Well, yeah. I mean, and like we play all kinds of other places in Grand Rapids, but like all of their sound systems are kind of like subpar, not like venue sound systems, but just like
they're just like bars or whatever, and like
like not great, but like all right, I guess. But then we went and played at the venue, and it sounded like real fucking crispy.
Nice. All right.
That's always good. Get a good show, and you got a good sound. At least like you got a good sound crew to like back it up. That's always a good feeling.
Yeah, we know a couple of the guys that actually work there too, and our friend was doing our light show, so that was pretty cool.
That's a good vibe. I seen you guys are playing shows with other bands like Archers and stuff. Like you guys are like working your way up through the system, man. You guys got any shows like that in the future that looking?
What was that
now?
fist for, Ryan?
Yeah, man, brother, hell yeah. I got the answer. I can't sit still.
Yeah, I feel like I'm constantly like playing with my hair and like moving around. I'm gonna let one of these dudes answer the question. I feel like I'm nonstop talking.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Next show.
Hey, you're a good spokesperson, by the way.
Yeah, we're playing a show on October 26th locally here at the Pyramid Scheme with Full Heart, Novice, and Final Confession. Full Heart will be dropping their EP, and we're coming to support them.
All right.
Yeah, that band's real good buddies of ours.
Let's say rumor has
it. Pyramid Scheme's another like. Sorry, go ahead.
We might be playing a new song, from what I hear.
Ooh, damn, Ryan, we should try to go make it to Michigan.
all the way.
I went last October to Michigan, but
really, what were you doing here?
I was visiting a girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Kalamazoo.
Oh, really? That's not too far. That's where Amanda.
That's where we played with Archers.
All right, right on. It was pretty cool. It was a cool town, but
A lot of magic happens in Kalamazoo, apparently.
Dude, that's where our managers are from, actually.
Dude, sick. See, there's all this magic in Kalamazoo. Maybe you just need to cash. It can work out, man.
That's where we're going to move our baseball operations for demo team to Kalamazoo.
Do it. Maybe you could work with Merciless Booking and Promotions.
Is that someone you work with? Is that you?
That's our manager. I had to do
it
real quick.
The aimless promotion is always welcome here.
Yeah, sure. I mean, hey, they want to interview too. We got that. We got them.
That's kind of like essential.
I mean, honestly, Brian's a real good spokesperson too. That's why we let him.
All right, right on.
I probably should have fucking told him about this. Just got him.
Yeah, right. Give your manager a heads up before you go on the podcast, just to make sure it's in your PR's best interest, right?
Yeah, I didn't even. I should have told him. Sorry, Brian.
He's like, no, don't do it. Please don't go on there.
No, he would definitely have been like, do it, but we could have maybe had him help us. I don't know.
He's really married. He's fine.
I mean, since
It's
he
all good.
does booking too, I'm just wondering, like, are y'all planning on doing any tours or anything like that soon? Or
That's
Yeah.
a good question.
Well, so we were trying to plan a tour with the Whole Heart Band,
all
but
right,
like it became like harder and harder. Like we would get dates locked in, and then they would say that it was the venue changed to like a skate park or something, and like yeah,
even
it was
cooler,
like so
honestly.
shit was getting kind of weird. And then some of the other venues were kind of questioning like our Spotify numbers, which it was fair. They weren't looking very good. They kind of still don't look that good, but
I mean,
either here or
I
there.
would just listen to the music because I think it talks for itself. I think y'all probably deserve a lot more hype, and I'm
And
glad we get
I
to
feel like
help out with that.
we put on a good ass show, you know. We
Yeah,
we do the thing, but yeah. So I think we're just pushing it back for like a year. We'll do it next spring, and just
oh, all right.
we just got some things we're trying to do before then. I guess we're gonna release some new music and release a music video or two before that. Try to build some hype. We're doing
I
this.
feel you.
Build a little bit of hype. Get the traction going again, and then
Grassroots,
try again
man.
in spring.
That's how you kind of got to do it, right? And I mean, do you know exactly when that's all gonna be released, like what the timeline is for that?
For new music and music videos.
Yep.
I don't know. What do you boys think? Like for Phoenix.
I kind of put a timeline
To
in
be honest,
there.
now I don't have like a real timeline. Like maybe like
Fair.
because with our very next song, we want to do it big and like really build the traction again. So we'll probably do a music video like with it. So we'll have to shoot that beforehand. So it's probably gonna be like 3 months to be real. But like we're gonna start playing new music, at our shows and shit now. And we're sprinkling new songs and slowly like working out of the old ones.
Well, let's say I was working on like new film content. I've been like making personal YouTube covers, stuff like that, and then trying to hone my craft at filming. And the big thing I think we're gonna attempt on this new music is doing in-house production on like music videos and stuff like that. And it's a lot of that is like a learning process as well because this is new to us and all that.
Yeah, we all got like lives and expenses and shit, so we don't have a whole lot of money to like, or the real about thousands of dollars to drop into like a music video right away or anything like that. Like we just started getting some pretty good merch sales, so we were trying to save up for our next album and shit like that.
All right.
So
Heck yeah.
we got things like cameras.
You
and
should self-animate your music video, or I don't know.
Animation easy.
Yeah,
you know,
just hone your craft animation.
Yeah,
People on Fiverr do that stuff.
Go into
Really.
PowerPoint and put a picture in there, and then slightly like alter the
Is this
picture
something you
every
do?
slide.
You do
I
this?
did that once.
Okay, all right, fair.
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
mean,
I like that.
I don't know.
The only
It's
thing
gonna take forever, but
we're gonna try to get a lot better at like content. Like in this day and age, you gotta fucking make content. Fucking
oh yeah,
throughs of
OnlyFans. Yeah, I'm just
dude. Yeah, fucking something's gotta pay for the next album. Shit.
I'm just playing. Unless y'all want to, no shame.
everyone listening buy a Hiragana t-shirt right now. You heard them. They got cool designs out there, man. They're making that magic.
Dude, we
Pause.
just got a new hat that's like a corduroy.
Ooh, that's
It's a
cool
corduroy
actually.
snapback. We call it a
That's
snapback.
that'll keep you warm, right?
I mean, it's a snapback, so not really, but like it looks cool.
But it's corduroy. That's
Fashionably
kind of
warm.
warm.
Be fashionably warm. Your warmth of fashion.
Warmer than like a regular, like just like canvas one for sure.
The hardcore kids of Michigan.
Dude, we're out here. We're doing it. Just doing the thing.
Well, it sounds like you'll have a pretty solid scene out there from what I've heard, like the bands y'all been name dropping. So
Yeah, as I say, the Grand Rapids scene here, especially for metalcore, has been something else since like 2016. We've seen bands like Hollow Front come out of here, which are like local friends that blew up. I was involved in Milan Vital, which was mostly an online project. We had a couple like music videos that blew up, like Kingdom Hearts Goes Metalcore and like Tokyo Ghoul Goes Metalcore was the one I was particularly on. And like you see bands like Sleepwaker or like what we got, like A Virtue, A Vices, that's another one. Spirit Breaker. It's like it's insane what you're seeing come out of like the metalcore community here. It's like a whole like revolution of it just out of Michigan, you know.
Oh yeah.
But they're
I
also
definitely-
very competitive. You know,
I don't see it like that personally. I mean, I see it like there's a lot of support between the community of people trying to help each other in ways they can. Like we're seeing these bands come out by seeing getting signed to major labels. Like,
yeah.
Gosh, I can't think of an example right now. It's the same one Silent Planet's on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've seen a few bands. UNFD, that's what I was thinking of. We've seen bands end up on there and things like that. That's huge for the scene. To see them try to help even with all that red tape is insane to me.
Heck yeah. That's always good. The scene that sticks together stays together and like they rise together. So it's like good to have people that can help out like that in the community.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And I definitely like I enjoy your guys' like vibes and music, like that old school metalcore vibe, like on like Godplex with like the little beep boopy intro, like that shit's fire, dude. I like stuff like that. Little Nintendo core vibe a little bit.
Ryan loves his beat boops for sure, as do I.
I think that was wasn't that our producer's idea? I'm pretty sure that was our producer's idea.
That's Brett.
Yeah, he was
Good producer. He's gotta get your beat boops in for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
What are you paying for if you don't got beat boops?
Not much.
Top dollar.
So I guess when did what was like the recording process for this? Like I guess when did y'all get the songs done to get them in the studio for your EP?
Oh, let's see. Yes, Steve, go ahead.
So last, I want to say summer, probably like maybe May, June, got together, ran a couple of riffs, a bunch of riffs together, kind of pieced them all together. The ideas kind of came rather fluidly. And me and Sebastian kind of pieced them together, asked some of the boys if they wanted to join up on the creative process on this, sent them all to them. They were like, yeah, we'd love to jump in on this. And then immediately started working on everything and rather fluidly just started sending back demos of their parts. And so we got together to kind of start playing them live. And then within probably, I'll say probably 2 months after that, they were like, all 6 songs were just about ready to go up into the studio. And then we got with Brett immediately and then ran, I think, probably one song fully start to finish. And then the next time we met up, we did 5 more songs with just the instruments. That's just a whole process in itself. And then the next time after that was vocals, because that's a day in its own self doing vocals.
We did that all in 3 days. Man.
We went back for like a couple of like off days where we like retook a few things after getting like mixes back and we wanted to like edit for final release. But for the most part, I was about to say Steve went in, he nailed all of his guitar parts immediately. There was only technically one song and like a couple of offshoot parts I recorded because I wrote a few parts myself. But we kept it pretty true to whoever wrote the rhythm and lead parts, tracked those guitar wise. But the only one I like tracked entirely rhythm was really OGP, Omega Godplex, as you mentioned. And yeah. A lot of that was
an entirely Moyo song.
Oh yeah. So like when you like recording this album, I know it was like a real quick, but did you guys have like stuff you were listening to that kind of influenced like the kind of vibe you wanted to bring, or did you just have like ideas in the old tank that you just really wanted to get down?
I'd say it's about a 50-50 of both things. Listen to a lot of bands like Novelists, maybe even Polyphia, even bands of a similar progressive nature, Periphery, even kind of listening to a lot of their riffs, and then some of my style that has existed over, almost a decade and a half. It just kind of was like, well, I can kind of mesh these kind of two things together and see what really comes out of it spur of the moment. And I guess just not having been in a lot of bands or not having written a lot of music kind of kept all that pressure built up. And now it was time to just let it all out. And we got a lot of riffs and musical ideas out of that that we kind of honed in on and then collaborated extensively on over those couple of months.
Very cool.
I will say that so we did like one full song as a band the first day, and that was like, you know, all the instruments and vocals. And then they did all the instruments on another day, besides like going back for a couple of touch-up shit things or whatever. But then the last day was all vocals, and I recorded 5 songs worth of vocals. That shit was fucking difficult. Okay, like that took some stamina. My voice was definitely done by the end. I think that Omega Godflex was the last one I did vocally too. Thank God it was like the lowest singing and like, I don't know, easiest song I guess to do vocally.
At the end of a hard day.
Would recommend it.
Hey, I mean, it sounds good. I think you're a very awesome vocalist. So I think it definitely, you can't tell that you did it all on a day on the album, which is good. So
thank you very much. Thank you. That also, thank you, Brett Lockery, for doing that. Making it sound good. But, yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Definitely forward, I won't do that again. Not 5 songs. You know,
maybe split into a day and a half.
It could have taken as long as it was going to take. He wasn't going to charge me anymore. But it was just, we were all just so fucking excited. Like we wrote the 6 songs like this fast, so we were like, let's get them fucking.
Just get it done. It's just you're just that hyped up about it. You just want everyone to like hear and.
Oh
yeah, like
so
now.
Wait, so you recorded them in the summer and then you released them in like January, right? Or
yeah, pretty much. We tried to build some hype.
All right. I mean, you got it, right?
We tried to get like playlisted and shit, which didn't really work.
Should hit up Ryan.
Now, but like, yeah, we tried to like advertise it and like shit, but you know, social media is what it is, and
the real trick is Spotify, because you gotta upload it. What we learned is you gotta upload it super early so you can like pitch it to curators for playlists, which can help you obviously get more streams and more monthly listeners. And we uploaded it pretty close to release, which didn't allow us the window fully to like pitch it to curators and see if anyone's interested in adding it to their playlist, which is I guess a good tip for the future in case anyone's interested. You know, look out for that. Upload your stuff early.
yeah, people usually recommend like people that are like hip to that be like 8 weeks. Like give your like 2 months, because it's like those Spotify playlist curators. Sometimes you just it's who you know, and you can like hit up somebody through management company or something. But you know, on the off chance that you can get fortunate enough to get like selected, it does take time. So give it as much time as you can for your releases for any local band in the future that wants to maximize on that. And sometimes it doesn't work out, sometimes it can, you know, it's all a matter of luck, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's hit or miss for sure, but you know, you might as well try your chances, you know, put the work in.
Yeah.
We had no idea to even try that, so like we like got our finals and it was like a day and a half later. No, yeah, because the mixing did take a long time, didn't it?
We had a lot of notes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Highly detailed, because that
thing got written and recorded pretty fast.
hell yeah, that's
And
good.
Working on.
So, on your next like recording experience, I know you guys want to take your time, but was there anything like that you learned from your first time that you want to take into your second time and apply and adapt differently?
Let's say between Steve and I, we've adapted a complete new way of writing this new music, where before it was a lot of Steve writing these parts, and I'm not on the same level as Steve by any means, guitar playing wise. I've learned a lot, and I've grown a lot as a musician myself from playing in the band, learning these parts he's written for me, and we just went at it. right? It's not tabbed out or anything. So now what we're doing is tabbing out ideas and exploring that, because on paper you can play around with concepts and rhythms and things like that. Now we're teaching ourselves how to play that. This is an idea Steve brought to the table. We went from just demoing at home, like using neural DSP plugins and like Reaper and stuff like that, to having full-fleshed ideas on paper and just waiting for like drums to get programmed in, and we can just go record it. We're good. It's so much more efficient this way.
Yeah, it's kind of like a brand new concept that we just started doing, and it's working pretty well. Because there was a long like period of time where we like had 4 songs essentially like written, but like not everyone had worked on them. Like 3 of us worked on like each one, but not all of us. And the ideas were kind of just going by the wayside essentially. So them getting together and like actually tabbing shit out, and Steve just plays some absolutely insane shit. So like if he if he does a lead or something like that and it's not tabbed out, it's always going to be different because he's always playing 150,000 notes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So unless you tab all those notes out, it'll always be different.
You just gotta.
That was like a learning curve, I feel like. And
You ain't trying to improvise every time.
Let's say the big thing is like solidifying these like I don't know what to use the word, like syncopation parts and things like that. Where,
Oh yeah.
especially for the more mature sound that we're trying to like go into with like having a modern metalcore and gent like sound. That's a really big emphasis on that whole genre, and being able to work within the tabs gives a lot of freedom to play around with that and see the different options we have, and things that are like inhuman and unnatural to feel. We can now teach ourselves to do that to make ourselves better musicians for the better product.
Excellent way of putting it.
Very articulate. I like it.
Yeah.
yeah, they showed me some of the new stuff that they do on Guitar Pro, and it's ridiculous. Like it is so ridiculous. I cannot wait to play those songs.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's always
Guitarists are getting too good, honestly.
heck
Man.
yeah. So like how do you like I don't think we like covered it too much, but like how did you guys get into like the instrument and roles that you play into the band, like growing up, like with the music that you watched growing up or a show that you went to that kind of like set a fire off that make you like inspired to be the type of musician that you are?
My dad was in bands like my whole life, pretty much. And when I was like in middle school, he was in a band called If He Dies, He Dies. That was like, I'm trying to think of it. Like, they were signed to some record label called Friction Records, and it was at the same time as like La Dispute was signed to like a very small record label, and it was Friction Records. So that was pretty cool, and he like just started touring with like all kinds of bands like Mastodon and like The Bled and like, you know, just all kinds of fucking bands. And like that was super crazy for me to see, and that made me want to be a musician. But he played guitar, and when I was like that age, I wanted to be in a band too, obviously. So he like him and his friends like would write songs for me to scream on when I was like even as young as like 6 years old. Like had me like yeah, I named the band Tiger Death when I was 6, and he like got me shows and shit. Like so like him and his friends would play these fucking songs that we wrote or whatever, and I wrote vocals too, and I would go up there and scream as a 6-year-old. So
yeah, that's like
that's
this is like the
really made me
coolest.
want to be a vocalist, you know, like
Yeah.
that's what I could do at the time. I couldn't play any instruments. I just wanted to fucking scream, I guess. So that's what I
Okay,
did.
this is like the coolest like artist origin I think I've ever heard on the show. So
Like, it was just fucking badass that I had my dad, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
we're just down to like write me songs.
he's just like fuck it, we're gonna
There's
start him
like there's
early.
like VHS tapes of somewhere like me like playing shows. Like he got me on like some festivals that he was playing. Like he would bring
That's
you know
awesome.
like all of his shows anyway. Like I was getting into like definitely 21 and up shows when I was like 10. Like getting tired, like Dad, let's go home, and he's like I gotta fucking play next or whatever. But like, yeah, that shit was fucking awesome, and I always wanted to be a musician and always wanted to do vocals because of that. So
Hell yeah.
Well, I'd say for me, my story kind of hits home with the whole band. The whole reason I play music and even picked up guitar or anything like that was because of Sebastian here himself, our vocalist. It was like 12, something super young. He was playing with a band called like I think it was like Crimson Saint or something like that, something stupid. And I snuck in with like my little buddies in like 5th grade, 6th grade or whatever. It was like this boating club. It's a Halloween show, and there's a bunch of like kids from our high school. And Sebastian gets on stage doing his vocals with them. He like picked up a guitar for a second, and he got really into it, and it was really inspiring to me. I went home, and like my whole life, I've just been some kid that just sits at home, plays video games, goes to school, right? I sold everything I had. And behind my parents' back, I took every video game system, anything they ever got me. I sold it, and I got myself a guitar and a bass, and I locked myself in the basement for years until I got good at it.
That
and
is
you
that
get fucking good at it.
you got dedicated. That is like the tail dedication. That's cool as fuck. That's a cool energy to have.
I feel bad because I was like,
so bad, you know.
I was such a fucking asshole to him too about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was like the guitar player's little brother's friend or something like that. We were so mean to him. Like, I did it for like his little brother too. Like, we were like fucking the band or whatever, and they were just fucking the kids that wanted to be in the band. I don't know. It's fucking.
Yeah, you motherfuckers like threw our heads in the snow and shit. You're like, yo, come eat this piss, bro.
Just fucking like this real fucking mean shit.
It was really mean. Yeah, it was like high school hazing.
Oh my god.
He had to know that you were about it.
Yeah, he was, and I felt
weeding out the weak, right?
Yeah, that's how it felt for real.
The cruelty of children. Children can be very cruel.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Especially ones in
I was
bands.
so like, what's the like?
They're so sassy.
Yeah. I was like, I'm vocals in the band, so I don't have to deal with children.
Me, it was like I grew up wanting to play with my brother and his friend in the little 2-piece band that they had. I think I was like 13 at the time. My brother was playing drums. My other friend was playing guitar. And I was supposed to get a bass so I could join their little project. But when I went to the guitar store and I said, wow, I really want a guitar, because after seeing so many other guitarists in the shop playing lead licks and lead lines and all kinds of cool stuff, I was like, nope, I want to get a guitar. So for my 13th birthday, I got a guitar and took lessons. And shortly after that, realized that I just wanted to learn lead guitar primarily, and what that took. And then got into guitarists like Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, Yngwie Malmsteen, and decided to start really honing in on the craft of lead guitar. And I'd go home after school and sit in my room for hours and hours a day, just practicing, improvising, and all different kinds of stuff. And then tried to get into multiple bands, maybe in the area at the time. Spent some time in Arkansas, tried to be a lead player for all different kinds of projects. Didn't really end up working out. And came up to Muskegon, and after a few years of musical experience, wanted to go in more of a progressive, maybe metalcore route, and lead guitar influenced rhythm guitar style. That was really more of a collaborative effort in a band setting and less focal on one individual element of a band. So that's where I tried to hone my craft in on more so. And just spent hours and hours a day trying to write and trying to play, utilizing both elements of rhythm guitar and lead guitar.
Man, you guys have like all like very rich backstories for like your origin of getting into your like instrument of choice. You guys like need to sell your story to Netflix or HBO Max and get the series streaming that.
Yeah, we gotta get y'all hyped up so we can really get y'all.
Netflix money.
I got so many Netflix movies ideas. They're insane. I got The Hills that would have eyes inside of them. I got The Happening, but my own original piece. I got a few other crazy ideas too. Netflix is gonna love me when I get a hold of them eventually.
Oh yeah, future man. With the bands and Netflix need to like go together like peanut butter and jelly sooner rather than later. That'd be
Sell out to Netflix for
Wouldn't that
sure.
be dope if they started doing like live fucking concerts and just fucking streamed them on Netflix?
Y'all got to do stand-up comedy. That's the key to it, right?
Oh,
Then we'll play a song.
Stand up core.
No, that's
Stand-up
that's
core.
Saying the core.
He hit a joke and then a breakdown. Joke, breakdown, 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 then joke.
This is Dr. Acula.
There you go.
So we know it works.
Oh yeah.
Proven. It's scientific at this point.
All right, describe everything they've ever done.
I mean, is that what John messes up to? Stand-up court?
Something
Also,
like
I don't know. That shit is. I fucking love that man. Everything he says is perfect.
oh yeah, I'm super stoked that they're doing a new secret band. That's like really like, I love that Nick when he plays with real heavy aggressive music, and I feel like he pushes himself like a little extra to do something different with secret band. So I'm super stoked for any new stuff they drop.
Dude, LP2 was fucking beautiful.
Oh yeah,
Fucking masterpiece.
oh yeah. I used to like his technique over the years definitely developed, and I feel like on LP2 that was like definitely like a big giant leap in like his articulation, projection skills. Like it was just like whoa.
Yeah, hard agree. His screams got so much. Some people don't like it when you say like better or whatever.
More refined.
But like he got so much fucking better. Like, and then he's probably like the most like articulated like screamer. You
yeah.
really understand what the man's saying like most of the time.
Yeah, he's just breathing syllables at this point, and it's just like, does it have meaning or is it nothing? And it's just like those age-old downtown Battle Mountain lyrics just continue to plague your mind. Like there's no meaning, or is there?
It's just probably
BBM2.
meant to be interpreted however you want to interpret it.
There you go. Art is to be interpreted by the enjoyer and listener and viewer, however you absorb your media.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we talked a little bit about Netflix and stuff. So like, what do you guys like to do? Like, do you guys have hobbies or anything, like shows you enjoy or anything outside of music that you feel like you like to share? Watching anything cool other than She-Hulk?
So I was about to say that Dahmer stuff. Can we talk about that new Dahmer Netflix series? Because I just watched that and that was nuts. Because I really didn't know anything about the Jeffrey Dahmer story until I seen that. And that just blew my mind.
I knew of what he had done, and that's why I'm kind of like afraid to watch that shit. Like, it seems like everyone's saying they portrayed it pretty well, so it's got to be just gruesome. You know what I mean? Just like absolutely horrific. But
I haven't, but I mean, a lot of that true crime stuff, like, you know, all bets are off, and it's just kind of like either be a docu-series or just like a documentary. It's like, it's crazy the lengths people will go, and there's a out there, man.
Yeah, but see, I like those reenactment documentaries or something else. Usually I don't really like, vibe or mesh with those reenactment documentary type series or docu-series because it's almost offensive to like the families and stuff like that. And it's a lot of it's out of distaste because it's not truthful and it's exaggerated. But I knew nothing about this Dahmer thing. So I watched the Netflix series and I'm like, wow, I'm really interested in this. So I work from home, so all day in between like me working, I'm like looking up YouTube videos about Dahmer and like Googling like stuff, and a lot of it ended up, as Sebastian was mentioning, like it was true to it, and it made me have a different perspective on the whole matter of like docu series like that reenactments. That's the only one I've like been okay with personally.
Oh yeah. I mean, growing up, like I'm 33, so like I grew up around a lot of like true crime shows, like I was gonna say Murder She Wrote, but I meant Unsolved Mysteries. But I mean, they're both about murder.
I think you're old enough to watch Murder She Wrote, Ryan.
Yeah, Murder She Wrote, series, same genre.
Whenever my wife and I go on any kind of long road trip, we just play fucking murder podcasts pretty much the whole time. Makes time go.
Like last podcast on the left.
I think so. Yeah, it's one of them.
Yeah, that's a good one. Like they do like a lot. If people who are listening are fans of like the show Dahmer, you should check out Last Podcast on the Left. They do a lot of deep dives into true crime stuff and just give you kind of like all the facts and stuff that like and how like stupid law enforcement is sometimes when they just don't like investigate.
Mhm.
It's crazy how much. Yeah. It's crazy how much people just let slide and they're just like, it's nothing.
Yeah, they only investigate
It's
that stuff.
probably
That's
not
what the
rotting
cool highlight.
bodies. It's probably not rotting bodies. People don't do that.
It's just weird stuff back there, officer. Don't worry.
Yeah, just some
Yeah,
weird things.
just rotting other things back there.
Yeah, just a couple of rotting things. Eat it.
Chicken sandwich.
That's
That's
fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just steady waiting for like new Demon Slayer, new Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah. Did they drop part 2 of the last season yet? Or
They're talking about the entertainment district art.
I think he's talking about Attack on Titan.
yeah,
Oh.
Attack on Titan.
No, they
Is
didn't
that-
release it yet. They're making you wait like a whole year.
I know it's just call it a separate season.
Yeah, and it's ending on like or I don't even know. That whole fucking season so far has been insane. And then they're like,
Yeah.
weird. But it gotta be soon,
Right.
right? I don't remember when I watched that last.
I mean, last time I watched I guess I watched the first part of the last season and I don't know, like March 2021.
Yeah, I have no
Maybe.
perspective of time really. So
Yeah, I know. It's all getting lost on me.
Yeah. But yeah, just new anime or new seasons of anime. I wish Boruto would get good again. But
Hey, don't hate on it. I
I
simp
haven't
for
watched
Boruto.
I haven't watched an episode in like literally like 100 episodes. Because everyone keeps saying it's trash, so.
Shame on you.
But yeah, and then only other hobby I have is like I have a wife and a kid, so having a wife and a kid. I have a 2-year-old.
The ultimate.
Full toddler mode. That's fun. Like I'm surprised I got away this long from my wife with the toddler up there and her just like wooing.
I mean, if we're keeping you, we don't want to like hold you
Oh no,
hostage.
you're good.
They can come on real quick if they want.
No. I know you're dying to revisit your father hobby, you know?
Yeah.
That's like a hilarious way to
Yeah.
word it, Ryan.
Of course,
That's what he said.
Father hobby.
Oh, there, I'm like it's a fucking choice.
Fobbies?
Bobby?
Fobbies?
Bobby Brown.
America's favorite pastime, being a
Being a-
dad. Whether you have kids or not, right?
Yeah.
No.
Having a kid's insane. It's the craziest shit I ever did for sure.
You gotta
Being-
get the dad shoes, start grilling, right?
Dude, yeah, I got the fucking the Blackstone.
The Monarchs, yeah, the Nike Monarchs.
Yeah, dude. I wish I think my dad actually has those. His grandpa went out and bought those. So that's good. But I got like the fucking I'm full dad mode now. I fucking
Right on.
hours with my wife and fucking mow my lawn and shit. Fucking, weird shit. Being like an adult.
But do you enjoy mowing your lawn though? Do you enjoy lawn work?
Well, I got a rider, so like, yeah. I'll get like a beer and a fucking joint and just fucking cruise.
It's like it's your time away is mowing the lawn.
Like cutting a bonsai
It takes
tree.
a little minute. I got kind of a big yard, so
All right.
The centering experience, he can get one with himself and his lawn. The
I actually
fresh.
gotta fix my lawnmower tomorrow because one of the belts broke. So yeah,
That's
mean,
that's some dad duties right there. I gotta go fix the goddamn lawnmower. Hurt my back one time.
The price of getting older is hurting your back, I find.
Pretty much.
My back hurts all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be 28 in December, and my back hurts all the time. But I also used a skateboard for like 15 years. I kind of still skateboard, but not often at all. Oh yeah. So it's been super fucking awesome to be on this show. I've listened to pretty much like every episode that you guys have had.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're flattered. We appreciate your support. That's kind of crazy though. That's a lot of episodes to listen to. Over 100 now.
I just put my headphones in at work, and
You just let it
if I
rip.
like cut some fucking metal or something, that usually it's like 1,000 pieces need to be cut, so I'm just fucking there for 3 days cutting metal. So I'll just nonstop basically listen to the podcast at work, basically. Yeah, so
Dude, sick. I mean,
you guys have done like Andrew Swells and fucking Kurt Travis, which is like literally my 2 favorite vocalists of all time.
dude, those guys are sick, dude. They were really cool to have on. Like, very polite, very like cordial, and like very giving with their time. Like, those are like 2 of our like longer episodes.
Yeah, they're like super interesting to hear about like literally everything they had to say. You know what I mean? Like that was the first time I got like a deep dive on either of them, and being such a huge fan of both of them, it was kind of like refreshing.
Yeah, it's
Kurt Travis
interesting
was on
that
a Deftones song that never got released. What?
Right?
What?
Poor guy.
That.
I'd hate like just whatever record label is like holding that in some vault. I would hate those people with all my fire.
You know it's out there. They didn't just delete it.
Yeah, it's
It exists somewhere.
we're gonna break it out. We're gonna do the ultimate heist.
Dude, get Kurt Travis on again and be like, so I know you got that track somewhere, don't lie.
like secretly leak it. Just put it out there.
Just release it.
That'd be really interesting, you know, like Kurt releasing like a Deftones song, like
Yeah, no, that
go along with all the stuff he's doing these days, like
can't be legal for him to
as opposed to like his gold necklace stuff.
I think it's just weird that we live in a world where Chino is on a Dance Gavin Dance song, but we don't have a Kurt Travis on a Deftones song. Like it seems like should be the other way around, but
it exists, which just blows my mind.
yeah, like you think like the other one, Chino not being able, like they couldn't afford him or something would happen to Dance Gavin Dance, but like just like shelve it. I'm sure that's like a whole album's worth of music by Deftones just sitting somewhere, and it's just like why not release it? Like why? Who doesn't want to make money?
I think that's what he said. Like it was like an entire album that was unreleased. But
Yeah,
it was just on one song, I think. But
yeah.
from what he said on you guys' podcast. But hell yeah, this was fucking fun. How long did we end up going? Did we hit like an hour?
This is
We're
like
almost
this is
Nice.
like an hour, right? When did we start? Yeah, I think we started like an hour ago. So I guess should we hit them recent listens or anything else y'all want to talk about? Anything, Ryan? Say the thing, Ryan.
But the thing, is there anything you guys want to address? Like, you know,
Like the allegations.
I wasn't
That
even
was a,
so
father's hobby.
I like how like both like Ryan and like Tyler are both smoking right now at the same time, like simultaneously.
I didn't know you could do this. I would have been doing this the whole time.
You're allowed.
Y'all, you just like hitting heaters the whole time and like.
I had to quit the nicotine, but this is a weed one.
I promise.
I gotta smoke, man. I that's the only way I can be interesting. I'm just saying.
One of these days, Ryan's gonna do an in-person one, and it's just gonna be like the smokiest shit ever.
Oh man, I would love, like, you know, I would love to smoke with anyone that's been on this show. I think that would be a fun experience.
Dude, get it to happen all at once. Get everybody.
Yeah,
Everyone, yeah,
We get to be
that's
in
the real demo fest right there.
no, I can't wait. I was happy I was able to smoke with Black Cat Bill from fucking Dropout Kings. Like, we had killed with that dude an hour and a half, and we just kept smoking and smoking and smoking. And I was just like, wow, this is great. I can't stop getting.
I tried to offer a blunt to Will Swan, and he politely declined me in Detroit.
No,
We did
thank
smoke
you.
with Polyphia.
Yeah, we did smoke with It wasn't Tim, but it was the other two.
It was Clay, the bass player.
Clay and other Clay.
I mean, Tim
Yeah, I
Henson
think
was
it was other
probably busy with the Muppets.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you Olivia, no one can take that away from you.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I mean,
No one can take that away.
it was cool. Yeah.
I think
I think the
I
bass
want-
player actually followed my friend Tony around for the rest of the night for cigarettes and shit. So that was cool.
He did.
Are
He
there-
fucked the fuck off.
Hell yeah.
It was cool. Man. Oh yeah.
Are there any other artists y'all want to smoke with?
Myself, right?
Chief Keef,
Chief Keef. All right.
America's sweetheart.
Shit. I don't
That's
know.
a good choice. Good choice, honestly.
I would like to smoke with Burner or Be Real or anybody in Cypress Hill or Wiz Khalifa would be cool too. Yeah.
Nah, he put out like mid album recently.
Silence.
You don't say that.
Don't say. Watch the poop coming out your mouth, man. Don't be doing that.
I guess I'd like to smoke with Kurt Travis because I didn't know he even like smoked weed. He said
You know, actually, he did an emo night once, and I was there, and I went like backstage, and he was like kind of pissed off because like the promoters didn't promote it all, and there were like 20 people there or whatever, and he was just like killing that fucking joint. He was just like, you just need to like, he went through that shit in like 5 minutes or something.
I was gonna say a lot like Birds played here in Grand
He
Rapids
can
one
hang.
time, and they needed somewhere to stay, and they stayed at Buddy's house, and they all invited us to come hang out, and all of them, even Kurt, was smoking, and that was the night Michael, the guitar player, he got some mixes back from Alone. He showed us some Alone shit. Kurt was just watching Adventure Time.
Wholesome good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I was there for that in Nunica or like working or some shit. Stupid.
Horrible.
Well, shit, boys, should we call it?
Well, I don't know. Do you want to talk?
Yeah, unless you
Do
guys
the-
want to talk about anything else. I mean,
Anything
usually
else you
when
want to address?
You guys got anything else?
You want to do recent listens real quick? You don't have to if you don't want to. But
You absolutely can.
Yeah. So basically, at the end of most of our episodes, we usually like to ask our guests like what they're listening to recently. If you want to use that to like shout out your homies or people you played shows with, or just like any cool music you've been listening to, now's the time. You got the floor, man. It's all up to you. Do it.
Let me go. I was about to say I've been listening to a lot of this band from around here called Vandalheart. They've been dropping some really good stuff, and I've been like obsessed with that lately. And other than that, I mean, personally, I've been listening to like a lot Polaris. I don't know if anyone's into that.
yeah, pretty solid.
Steve?
Checking out the new Those Lost is a band I used to play down south with for a little while.
I think we just in Arkansas. Yeah, we just interviewed them last
Interviewed
week.
Jeremiah and Brett.
I think so.
Yeah.
Here, let me see. Actually, let me check the message.
We had Ty.
Yeah,
And,
Ty. Ty was who, and then yeah, Ty and Jeremiah were who we had on.
Okay. Well, I know Jeremiah.
Ty, I think, recently joined the band because he just moved back from Missouri. But yeah, they're really cool. They're cool.
Good
Yeah.
guys.
Other than that, mainstream stuff like Currents and Invent Anime, Monuments, Novelists, In Heart's Wake, just to name a few, just to try to get the creative juices flowing.
All right.
Hell yeah.
I've been I can't stop binging that one the Slow Bloom album by the Home Team.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
absolutely
That's good.
obsessed with that
I haven't
album.
listened to it.
It is so fucking good. That dude's such a good singer. Also
Oh yeah, I need
Monument.
to email them back.
Bro, for real?
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of them. Monuments, obviously Andy Chizek, ridiculously good. I'm pretty much stuck on them. Otherwise, like every single like Swancore band, like
Oh yeah.
Anna Moria, Lilac Kings, Cat Company, all I want
Hey.
Need Hail the Sun, all that shit, all the
I was
time.
gonna say, if you like Anna Moria, my band just released a song with their former singer, Joey Holiday.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I would
Joey.
love to hear that.
Very good song. It fucking
Hey, yeah.
slaps.
We were gonna do that. We were gonna have him on one of our songs, but that shit wasn't fucking doing it at the time, so we didn't.
Yeah. I'll just hit him up again, dude. Like Joey's awesome, dude. He's always willing. He's always down to work, and he does great work. So I can't recommend him enough.
Yeah, I think that we're gonna end up hitting him up for like a side project band. I'm doing one of our songs.
Hell yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, but hell yeah.
I go grab our drummer real quick.
What? You gonna hop on?
Nick's here. Oh, my well,
We'll get a quick introduction, right?
yeah, I guess so. Yeah. What a weird time for him to show up.
Right at the end.
That disappointment's over.
Hey, hey, at least he showed up. You know,
Oh, yeah.
it's not a,
Yeah, I think he was the one with the dentist appointment. So
maybe he'll be.
He's not
he might
the
not even be able to talk because
he's not the step drummer. He's the drummer that stepped up.
yeah.
I'm gonna make a shirt out of that.
Do that.
Drummer hobby, man.
Oh man.
It's so
Man.
great. The ultimate, like all we need is like a drum roll for the drummer. I think that's the long anticipation ever for an introduction. Took an hour.
Okay. I got drums in the other room. They're just not set up. So I'm doing just fucking drum roll it. Oh, Steve, you have to work today?
No. Tomorrow. What's up?
Wait, you brought it in?
Yeah, I got Nick over here. He's over on the sidelines. How's it going?
Hello there.
Welcome, Nick.
How's it going?
For a moment.
Well, we're gonna get the introduction of the drummer of Hiragana.
Yeah. Up here, Nick.
Take it in. Longest anticipation of all time.
Plenty of anime girls to go around.
How's it going?
Nick!
Hey,
There
Nick.
it is. Yeah,
How's
so
it going?
Oh, it's going. Been a long day, that's for sure.
how was the
Yeah, I
dentist?
feel you.
I just got feeling back in my face, so I'm good now.
All right, right on.
Oh yeah.
Do you like the dentist or do you not like the dentist?
What's that?
Are you a fan of the dentist or do you not like the dentist?
I don't hate it, but I don't love it.
Okay.
I prefer not to go because it's usually not great, but
The fairest of answers for a dentist
Yeah.
review.
yeah.
We're just asking everybody else in your band what they've been listening to recently. Have you been listening to anything great? Maybe on your way to the dentist or
Like
from
any dentist music, perhaps? Like was the dentist playing anything?
I mean, I'm still listening to a lot of Monuments, and the Home Team are the other, is like the two of the bands I've been listening to a lot lately. So
All right.
I'd say
Good.
top two right now, just because I don't know. Just
Very solid.
So we asked your other band members this earlier, but we're going to give you the expedited interview. How did you get into playing your instrument, the drums?
Ooh, that was back with when I started Rock Band. You got the first Rock Band little kit and, just messed around with it. And then eventually just ended up getting a drum set in the freshman year of high school and then just took off from there after that. So.
Oh my god, I didn't even know that's how you started playing drums.
Super simple.
Every member of this band has like a rich like backstory for how they became a musician. It's all different. It's all unique. It's great.
Yep, nothing special about mine. Just started playing and kept going. So I loved it ever since and kept going. So
There are people that played Rock Band and didn't get the initiative to continue playing drums. So I mean,
yeah,
that's a cut above the rest.
that is
Played
true.
Rock Band, and now you're in a Man.
Hell yeah. But if there's anything else you guys would like to talk about or
Address.
or address any like rumors.
Heard that Nick's mom.
Guys can shout out your social media and we can wrap up this interview.
We're Hiragana on Facebook and Spotify and all that. Check us out. Be on the lookout for new music. Music video coming up soon as we can. And yeah, big things in the future. What are they? No, big things coming.
Big things
yeah.
coming. All right.
Big
Yeah,
things.
y'all should definitely go follow these people. This
Hell yeah.
band, this
Great
band of
music.
hooligans. They're very good at this music thing for sure.
Appreciate that, brothers.
Oh yeah. And may you guys find some good dojins and mangas in your future.
Excellent.
Fucking toads.
All right, yeah. Thank you so much for the opportunity again. You guys
Of
are
course.
legends. Keep doing the thing so I can keep listening to it.
Hey, thanks for being our sixth Bandussy that we ate.
Good. Fuck yeah. The Bandussy files were real.
They are real, and they're very very real. Like we're gonna be a double digit soon. So
Good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
but
All right,
I'm
guys.
glad y'all stepped up to the plate for Bandussy eating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We'll
guys.
lay it out there anytime.
Well, I appreciate you
Yeah,
guys giving
people.
time and you guys coming on here and talking. This was a great interview. I appreciate y'all and thank you for listening, of course. And to anyone who listened to this episode, definitely go check out this band. They're great.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure. And also check out VIP playlist or VI playlist. I always fuck that up, but with our homie Augie and Adam.
Yeah, our sister podcast with composed
Yeah.
of men.
Oh shit.
Or is it brother podcast then?
Oh, Step Brother podcast, sure.
Step brother podcast. I'm not the
No, step
I'm not
brother.
the step podcast. I'm the podcast that stepped up.
No VIP playlist. Yamate. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. Everyone have a great day. Take care of yourselves.
Yep. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, guys. Take care of yourselves. We good, Cash?
Yep. Let's go.